What's up, Harley, Benton, nerdizzles? You guys are nuts. Now, I'm doing a whole series of let's check out Fishman Fluence pickups, and two of the videos will be taking a guitar, putting new strings on it, checking the sounds with the stock pickups, and then with the next one, then putting the pickups in, and the team at Thomann is helping me do that. They're very nice. And then checking out how the Fluence pickups have improved, hopefully, the guitar. Now, for this set, the classic humbucker set, which is supposed to be just, replacing classic PAF style, I thought I'll do something different. We're gonna do, just for shits and giggles, we're gonna do the ultimate ridiculous pimping. Because a lot of you guys love the Harley Benton guitars, and a lot of you guys like to buy it, see it as a bargain, and then start changing the bridge, changing things, changing pickups. So let's go fucking nuts. We're going to take some of the most hyped and also very expensive pickups on the market. I think these are over $300. So we're going to put pickups worth over $300 in a guitar that clocks in at $249. Now that's ridiculous. We're gonna take the guitar, the SC550 Paradise Flame, and we're gonna give it a Plek Job. Not a half-ass Plek Job, the full-ass Plek Job. Meaning, we're gonna rip the frets out, the China frets, and we're going to completely refret it and give it a Plek Job, clocking in at, I think, I'm not sure, roughly €375. The guitar is $249. So, over $300, new fret job, Plek Job, worth over $300. And it wouldn't make sense to do all of that and then keep the rest of the guitar. So what we're gonna do is, obviously the electronics are all in here, new pots, everything, splittable, all that cool stuff. I decided I'm gonna drop some of my money, because if I have the cool pickups in here and I have a brand new Plek Job, the wood on the guitar is great. The neck plays beautifully. We've got this beautiful heel joint here. So why not? And we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna exchange the bridge for something that hopefully the team at Thomann can recommend, maybe a Tone Pros or whatever. It's gonna clock in at over $100, half the price of the guitar, and we're gonna replace the tuners as well. Now, is this fair as a test for the pickups? No, it's not. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes, I am. So we're gonna probably make this €249 guitar into a €1,500 guitar. Now, does that make sense? No, it does not. Are we gonna do it? Yes, we are. So, already this guitar has Rubinstahl pickups in it because I used it for the pimping before. So we have already handmade pickups in here, so it's not a fair comparison to the original Harley Benton anyway. So what we're comparing it in sound is an already electronic and pickups pimped guitar compared to these. So we're just gonna grab some sounds before, and again, what you're gonna hear after is not just pickups, it's also going to be everything. New fret job, as good as we can make a guitar for $249. Let's not save anything. So, we're going into the Revv. Here are the before sounds. The strings, a little bit older, because it's not really a comparison anyway. Now, off to Thomann and pimp this baby.
What you're hearing that sounds like the dentist working is actually my Quenzel being plecked, which this thing will do. We'll do to this thing in a bit. So, hi, we're here at Thomann now. Quiet back there. That's going to happen all the time. Here's Rudi.
Hi.
From Thomann, one of the people that does things to guitars really, really well. So if you didn't know this, I know you might know Thomann as you can buy things and they arrive and it's all good, but you can actually, if you have any problems with the guitar in terms of you want pickups changed, you want any parts changed, you want a complete new fret job, is there anything you don't do to guitars? No. That's anything you would get from a service shop, from a luthier, they can do, and they're very, very highly trained people. This is just one of the rooms where they deal with guitars. If you have a trombone that needs help, they do that too. But we don't care about trombones. Sorry to all the trombone players there. We don't. We really don't. So I already said what we want to do is make the ultra pimp job. So we're going to put the Fishman Fluence modern set in here. No, not the modern set. What am I saying? The Fishman Fluence classic hamburger set comes with all electronics, so everything's going to be on the level of what these demand. And we're going to do a full ripping out the frets. I have no idea how that's done without trashing the guitar. He will show me. And doing new frets and a Plek job. So that's really high-end shit. I really feel like someone at the dentist is getting... How do you stand that all day? That's horrible. But doing this to the guitar and doing the Plek job and then leaving, no offense to Harley Benton, but like a Chinese Stoptail and tuners, which works totally fine, but not necessarily on the level of where the guitar will be. So we're going to put a higher quality, let's say the highest quality, Stoptail on it, and we're looking for other tuners, and also we're going to put a new nut on it, right? So I don't know about these things. What would you do? Bone nut, right? So what's the benefit of a bone nut over, let's say the Graphtec? They have Tusk. That's like an artificial bone, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So Rudi says he prefers bone. I said bone. Get it? I'm sorry. I gotta go there. I'm sorry. It's because penis. Come on. So Rudi prefers bone. Right there. That's my statement. Bone nuts.
Yeah.
Because the Plek machine. I'm sorry. I had to go. The Plek machine. Does it do? What does the Plek machine do on the nut? Does it do the slits?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Plek machine actually would melt it if it's not bone. We need a very hard material. We need a hard bone, and it's a natural material, and also it's self-lubricating. I'm sorry, it's getting worse. It's a self-lubricating bone. I'm sorry. You started it. It's just my mind spinning it. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. As if you didn't know that this would happen. Come on. So we're gonna put a self-lubricating bone on this guitar, and okay, moving on. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Moving on. Bridge. What are we? No, that's a bridge. Yes. What are we going to do there?
ABM?
ABM. That's a company from Berlin.
Yeah.
What, since this is some no-name Chinese thing, what are the chances that that this is exactly the right measurement for an ABM bridge?
Das müssen wir rausbekommen. Ich hoffe sehr, dass es passt.
We hope. We hope it is the correct measurement.
Yeah.
We can only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you may only hope that the bridge works.
Abwarten.
Yeah, okay. We gotta wait and see. Tuners should be fairly easy. What I said is I don't want Shuller because I've had bad experiences with Shuller. They just don't have the same quality anymore that they used to have. So anything that says Shuller is a no-go for me. Sadly, they don't have the GraphTech tuners. I think Thomann should have the GraphTech tuners. Comment below, GraphTech awesome, Thomann get them. I'm just saying. Now, would you put something with the vintage style knobs on it, or do you think something more modern and chromy would work with this guitar?
Wenn ich es für mich machen würde, würde ich Vintage-Style nehmen.
Okay.
Weil es einfach dazu passt, weil es klassisch ist. Aber das ist ja deine Gitarre.
I think this works, so he would go for vintage because it works with the guitar. The one thing I always criticize on this guitar is that these stick out a little bit far. Does it look a little bit too far?
Furchtbar schwarz.
Because usually they should be closer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So we're going to put some on there that are not sticking out that far. So what if not Shuller, what would be your first go-to?
Shuller.
Yeah, but they're not good anymore. I'm sorry. I just showed you guitars with Shuller tuners, and they were not. You can't say anything, but I can say they were crap. Sorry. So, and many luthiers have reported to me that they send back Shuller stuff over and over. So, experience shows that the new Fender guitars, beautiful guitars, the only thing is crappy tuners. Guess who makes them? So, no Shuller.
Okay. Dann rufen wir gleich bei GraphTech an. Morgen sind sie da.
Das stimmt. Stimmt, die sind, wenn der das über Nacht macht. Ich kann den David anrufen.
Das wäre was.
Aber you stay with me.
Telefon.
Damn it. Thomann has everything other than cell phone reception. Hier ist der Henning, hallo. Chrom 2 links, 2 rechts, Locking. Nein, 3.
Keine Ukulele.
Genau. Ciao. So, hello. Yeah, I called my guy from the distributor for GraphTech, so he's going to try to get GraphTech locking ratio tuners here by tomorrow. We don't know if that works. If it doesn't work, we're going to put something else on there because I heard that Thomann has 1 or 2 sets in stock of something else. So anyway, but that's the idea. Let's see if my contact comes through for me. So, okay, ABM, we're going to have to measure, I guess, right?
Ja. Wir müssen ausmessen.
He looks worried. Rudi looks worried. Well, that's it so far. We'll see you at the next step.
Oh, the sun never shines when you're down and out. It's hard to look at life when you can't get up. It's easy to talk when you're in a hole. These are the times when you just feel old. It's hard to speak when you can't shout out. It's hard to smile when you live without. Everybody needs a little helping hand. I pull you up, you gotta make a stand. Oh, I am here, and I feel your pain. I know you're hurting, burning in the flame. These lonely days I will not stray. I'll stand by you
Morgen, Henning. Rudi hier. Du bist noch im Bett. Ich fange hier schon mal an. Es ist 5:03 Uhr. Nein, 8:03 Uhr. Genau. Tag 2. Gestern haben wir die Bünde rausgeholt, neue Bünde eingesetzt, neuen Sattel gemacht. Die Bünde wurden von der Plek-Maschine abgerichtet, der Sattel wurde gefräst. Jetzt werden die Bünde poliert, dass die schön glatt sind. Der Sattel wird geschliffen, alle scharfen Kanten werden verrundet. Genau, das ist jetzt der nächste Schritt und danach kommen die Pickups rein.
Hello, this is crazy, people. Back there, I have a camera filming Fluence installed, and we. What I do for you people. So, back with Rudi, and we are doing the crazy Harley Benton stuff. Is this the old stuff or is this the new stuff?
This is the new stuff.
That's the new stuff. We have ABM, because I wouldn't be able to tell.
Das ist das alte Zeug.
Can I check? Yeah, okay. You don't see it, but there is a difference between the China one and the Berlin one. It's a subtle difference, but it's gonna make a difference. Not a subtle one, I hope. Wait, that's China. So the problem is this little nipple. Because if we go over here to the because that's the original nipple. Let me show over here. So this is the diameter of the Hülse. That's the English word. And that's the diameter of the other Hülse. Obviously, huge difference. So now I have to get this little thing into this big hole. And obviously this doesn't work. So what he did, he got this. He got a dowel made by his dowel makers, because Thomann has dowel makers. He disappeared and he came back with this piece of wood. He's like, yeah, I got this perfectly made on a lathe. Lathe is the word. Wurde gedreht, gell?
Yeah.
They lathed this on a lathe. I know the word lathe. It's a thing where things and then you know? So he's going to put this in this hole, and then, you know, the other half in here, and then re-drill for that. This is probably not something that would be very easy to do at home in case you wanted to do the completely ridiculous Harley Benton pimping. By the way, the frets, he told me this morning, are now stainless steel. Because we can, right?
Yes.
Thomann, because we can. So that's the plan now. He will put the dowel in there, cut it off somehow. You shouldn't see anything really. Actually, you shouldn't see anything, because look at this. It covers the hole perfectly.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I know. So that way we can install this. Looks the same to me. ABM Bridge. It has good weight to it, and weight means attack and sustain and cookies. I don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, that's what I am so curious to see what comes out of this. The cool thing is already, which of course was in another video, which you should watch about the whole service department. They did my Quenzel, they plecked it, and I touched them and that was a very good guitar to begin with. And all of a sudden, like, hey, is this just in my head, or is it actually just like even better now? So I'm really curious to see how even better now this thing is going to be. Watch him install this on camera 2 while I turn camera 1 off. These two knobs now have a little screw in them made by Oscar, who actually was in the store and said, I can make that for you. And we took these Harley Benton knobs and he actually drilled a hole, put a thread in it, and made it so that, you know, they're now liftable. Liftable in the French.
Could not believe that you were mine. You were my little angel who one day would fall. You turned your back on.
Here we are. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The Harley Pimpton SC550 Supermod. The ridiculous project. You could just see, it's a week later now. The tuners just arrived, they kind of got lost. And had a little bit of trouble installing them because the holes in the headstock were not big enough. GraphTech, that's the word, has, you could just install them kind of invisibly, by drilling two little holes into your headstock if you're freshly installing the guitar, the tuners. But if you already have holes in it, they have these different mounting plates, which you might have seen in the video. And they will just screw into your old holes. Screwing into old holes. And the problem is, it doesn't look very pretty. So Leslie, show the Narcam maybe. You see this? It kind of has the shape of those vintage style Clusen tuners, and these sit on top and are now secure. It's not the prettiest side from the back. Not like Leslie, because that's an amazing side from the back. But they are now the ratio tuners locking, and they have numbers on them because each of them has a different gear ratio, meaning that now one turn will be a half step. So each one exactly feels exactly the same. And they're locking, and that's all good. So I can absolutely recommend these. The ones on my frameless guitars are different. They have a little normal screw like any other. I don't know what that is. So we have the ABM Bridge. We have the Fishman Fluence. We have the new stainless steel frets that Rudi put in. We have a Plek Job. We have a bone nut, a self-lubricating hard bone. Ooh yeah. And we have, thanks to Oscar, these Harley Benton knobs, which I like more than the ones before. And they have these, Leslie, where can we, go to the Narcam and see if we can show this. Right there, you can see the little screw that he put in so that these actually don't fall off. Back here, yeah, there you go. He actually drilled a hole, put a thread in it, in the plastic. I mean, that's the shit you get done by Thomann in the guitar department, if you ask. Thank you, Oscar, for doing that. So, let's listen to sounds. Again, same settings, all the same. With quite a bit of sustain, which of course, a high-end bridge, bone nut, perfect setup. Here. Now I can go to voicing 2 with this knob, which I can't really grab, and I can go to single coil with this knob. So let's check out voicing 1 on all 3 positions. Voicing 2. More hollow, a little bit like a phase reversal kind of thing, but not really. Again, 1. That's actually a neat kind of a tally sound. I can't play it, I'm doing something else. Yep. I like voicing 2 in the back, that is fat as hell. It's voicing 2 seems round on the bridge pickup. It seems rounder, wibbly wobbly, rounder, and more output and less hi-fi. Yep, we go single coil. Single coil voicing 2. That's a great sound if you want to do that pseudo-acoustic thing and you want to strum on an electric, which usually sounds like ass because it's too fat. This is a great, instead of a piezo sound. On the modern set, it felt like it was a degree of fatness that you could dial in with single coil and humbucker. Here, the sounds are more severely different than on the modern set, I think. Especially for me, a couple of my favorite sounds would be bridge, voicing 2, that's fatness. Right here, single coil voicing 2 for those acoustic sounds. Bridge sounds very clean, very hi-fi again. Again, these pickups have this definition, which we might not be used to. The thing is, do we want it in a classic kind of guitar? Not that the Harley Pimpton SC550 Supermod is a classic kind of guitar, but in a modern guitar, absolutely, modern sounds. But what the guitar lost a little bit is that mahogany kind of plop, that mahogany roundness on the attack, which with that defined brightness in the high end, it had it before and it doesn't have that anymore. Now, if I had the high frequency tilt, which I sacrificed for the switching the single coil humbucker, I might still have that. And we move on to overdriven sound. The more drive you add, the more the Fluence will show you what they can do. That's the sound that I would go for when I want to go to the bridge. I would pick voicing 2. It's got the dirt, but still the clarity. Now let's try this with single chord. Of course, we go high gain. Harley Pimpton Supermod plays absolutely beautifully, as you would hope. after the Plek Job and new frets and everything. Tuners work. The ones before worked as well, but I like the lockings. I like the ratio. That's just a nice thing. And it's an easy upgrade. Well, not the actual upgrade. I mean, financially, it's an easy upgrade. Now, what do the Fishman Fluence add to the pack? They add a lot of flexibility. A lot. They are called the classic humbucker set. Now, what they do is they take a little bit of the classic away. Again, as I said before, the more gain you add, the better they get. Clean, they have this clarity and brightness that is uncommon. It's unusual, and to guitar players might sound too nice, too bright, too clean. When you're in a crunch mode, again, the clarity is still there and it's nice, but it's not a classic humbucker sound. It's that very clean, very bright, very, very humbucker sound. If you're looking for classic Les Paul type sounds, I don't think the classic humbucker set might be for you. If you're looking for neat humbucker sounds where everything is beautifully there and you want to use them for high gain as well, that's where they come into play. Again, the more gain, the more they show you their strength. But if you want to replace your humbuckers in your traditional guitar and you're expecting traditional sounds, that's not what the Fluence do. It's not a traditional pickup, and they won't give you traditional sounds. They give you a modern sound. So don't be fooled by the word classic on the box. It's not what they do. They give you something else. And they make this guitar, which is now worth quite a bit. I don't know. I think we're looking at probably about 1,800 to 2,000 with everything we did on it. They give this guitar a lot of flexibility, but they don't make it an option to a traditional single cut. Let's check it out. Tomorrow, let's do tomorrow. We'll have a video where I'm at Thomann and I'm taking an $1,800 Les Paul off the wall and I'm comparing it to a guitar in the price range that this is now in. Not the best audio quality. I kind of fucked up and we have, I didn't have the right mic on, it's whatever. We have some room tone. I apologize for that. But let's see, how does it now compare to a guitar in the price range that it's now in? Does it make sense to take something that was $250 and improve it up to the point where it is as much as a guitar from Gibson that you could take off the wall? That's coming tomorrow, of course. Any other day than today, the word tomorrow doesn't mean anything, so I don't even know why I'm saying it. In the next video, links at the end, but only tomorrow. Thanks for watching this ridiculously long video. I hope it was somehow interesting to you. The interesting thing is, I take this off the wall and I treat it differently now. Before it was just a Harley Benton. Now it's my supermod. I actually approach it with a different respect. And that's weird, isn't that? It's still freaking Harley Benton. No, I take it off the wall and I'm like, yeah, it's worth something now. Because we're fucked up in the head. We guitar players are so nuts. So nuts. You too. You're very nuts too. Thanks for watching Harley Pimpton Supermod. Thanks to the whole team in the Thomann service department. They are amazing. If you need something done on your guitars and you are in Europe or in Germany, send your guitar there. Nicest guys in the freaking world, and they know what they're doing. Thanks, Rudi, and your whole team. And animals at the end.